We're back with Gavin from the Luthier's Lair. What I'm going to do now is, now that we've given this a nice little clean over, I'm going to use the compressor just to make sure that we've got everything pretty clear here. Just looking at this, the steel wool has made a few marks, so I'm just going to just gently take those off. I don't want those coming through. Especially not in the front part of the guitar. You can see the minute I actually start with the compressor how it actually clears all the wood debris away. It really brings up the grain again. Certainly if you're wanting your grain to show up, it's certainly worth making the effort to do that. So we're going to now look at the stain that I'm putting together now. Because I'm looking at very much a legit finish to a Fender baritone that I've seen. That Fender baritone is done in a medium brown, beautiful pick guard. It's a really lovely color combination, and that's the look I want to go for this. So not something I would typically do with the guitars, go into a brown, but for what we are wanting to achieve here, I think it's going to give us good results. So I've got my test piece over here. I just want to see how brown the thing would go. This is more or less what I'm looking for, is a medium brown. That's a tobacco brown over there. So the tobacco brown is probably a little bit too dark black for me. That's the brown I'm after, and that's going to look pretty cool. So I have over here a little cup, and I'm going to look at carefully putting on some medium brown, but before I do that I need to be wearing some gloves. Particularly a good idea to have some gloves when you're playing with stain, because this stuff can stay on your fingers for quite some time and you end up looking like a troll. So here we are, we have our little mixing cup, some isopropyl alcohol, which is going to be my solvent that I'm going to use, and basically I do this pretty much by eye nowadays, but quite used to it. So if you have a look here, I'm not too sure how many mils there is in there, but probably about 25-30 mils. The medium brown, so is that there? I use the StewMac color tone. This is a pretty decent product, and one that I've used quite extensively with my colors. Now effectively all I want to do is put a few drops in there, probably about 5 or 6 drops in there. Probably going to be enough. Need a little swizzle stick to sort that round, so I use a typical old ice cream stick. Getting a free tour of the man cave at the same time. Okay, so giving that a bit of a mix up, I want to see how it handles on the ice cream stick. Probably a little bit soft at the moment, so you're going to put a bit more in terms of the drops. Probably just double up on the 5 we put in. Okay, check on the consistency, give it a good clean up, good swirl. That's looking a lot better already. Now, pick these up at the big green store. That's me off to the naughty room for a while. And give it a bit of a cut. Hopefully these scissors are not too blunt, because one of my pairs is absolutely terrible. So you're not looking to have too big a piece. If you have too big a piece, it tends to soak up too much of the paint or the dye, and then you don't get too much done. So, here we go. Now what you really want to do is you move the paint around a bit. Always finish with the grain, but when you're starting off, give it a good swirl so you get it really into all the cracks, little holes within the grain if there's anything there after the sanding. See, as it dries, it tends to go a bit lighter. But already, just a second coat, already there's a bit more of darkness coming in after the first coat. Now to the sides. Now the sides, you'll notice when I do these go darker very quick. They can be inclined to absorb quite a lot of paint, so I've remembered obviously very clearly that I've used 10 drops so that I can still keep very much the same shade, but you can see straight away as I'm putting this on, it goes dark, and hence the reason for me going to 300 rather than 400. So I want to give this guitar body a good chance to dry. So I've grabbed this basic holder that I'm going to use just to hang it up, just tighten up the screws a little bit. They're just going straight, and it's pre-marked, so it'll go exactly where the neck would fit in. And I'm going to hang this up in the Luthier's Lair, let it have a good dry, and it should be great. Good.